Hello guys and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. For this video, the channel actually got another donation for me to review another of my followers' bands, and that's awesome. I really appreciate all the support, guys. You guys rule. This band is not called IVSI. IVSI, which is what I thought it was called. In fact, I actually messaged the guy. I was like, dude, what does that name even mean? And he's like, it's I versus I. I was like, oh, I am such a dumbass. But yeah, I mean, if you made that mistake, I did too. So, we're just a couple of dumbasses. Okay, so check this out. The band actually started out as a long distance recording project because, 2019, COVID, the whole nine. And as you remember, it was really a time where a lot of bands were trying to, stream to keep people engaged with the band. And it was kind of a weird time. I mean, it really sucked. So I understand these guys totally. I mean, it was the way to do it. Just, you're here, I am there. Let's just get together and, jam. And that's basically how this started. And in the beginning, it was really the two guys, Eric Goodman, who is the guitarist and vocalist, and Robbie Laird, who's the drummer. And they got together and they started writing some music, and it was really cool. They felt that, synergy, that connection that you have with a bandmate that just works, that chemistry. And they decided, hey, let's work on a song and let's release it and see what happens. And that's how they wrote Insanity in Solace, which is one of my favorite songs from the album. And they actually made a video for it too, so I'll link in the description down below so you guys can see it. And that video really fueled them to really get working on new material. So that was awesome. And that's how we began. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, Chris Malidor joined the band as a bassist this year. Malidori, who also, aside from the fact that he really fit in as a bassist and really helped shape the sound of the band as a whole, he actually drew the album cover as well, which is a really cool album cover if you ask me. I mean, you'll see it on the screen, but it's a guy that's looking at his own reflection and he's just basically facing his own demons. Really cool, really powerful stuff. Dug it big time. Now, before I talk about each individual song, let me talk about the album as a whole. The production quality and the sound on it is really top notch. I am actually really surprised at the quality of all the bands that my followers are sending me to actually check out. I mean, the sound quality is really good. The production value is really awesome as well. I mean, you can definitely listen to this album right after anybody's album, and it's not going to sound thin or low in volume or anything like that. It's definitely well mastered and mixed as well. But the two really big strengths in the band to me are the drumming and the vocals. I mean, there's a lot of character in Eric's voice and vocal lines. They are pretty interesting, to say the least. They're pretty intricate. And his actual voice, his tone, his range is really cool. It sometimes reminds me of Paul Stanley for some reason. And I mean, you can definitely hear some of the influences they have, like Dio and Black Sabbath, Nevermore, Flotsam and Jetsam, and even Rush. Now, they actually list Slipknot as one of their influences, but I didn't really hear that. Maybe in the drumming. Okay, so let's get into the songs. There's actually 10 songs here, and they're very different from each other, which is a really cool thing because it actually keeps things interesting. Now, song number 1, the opener, is called The Safe Word, and I love this song. This one's heavy, lots of killer bass drum work, and you can definitely start to hear Eric's vocal range on this one. It also gets kind of thrashy during the solo. It gets to double time, and it's really fast, and it's awesome. Song number 2 is Insanity in Solace, and that's my favorite song on the album, or really one of my 3 favorite songs on the album. It's got some really killer vocal lines that are actually really catchy, and this song actually has my favorite guitar riffs on the whole album. And I really love that break between the first solo and the second tapping solo, which is really cool. Killer track. Now, song number 3 is called Vultures, and it really slows down here. It starts out with a moody, sad intro, and I really love the reverb on the snare. It sounds awesome. Speaking of which, the drum work during the whole song is very interesting, and the double track vocals are really awesome as well. The awesome acoustic interlude is a welcomed addition. Now, song number 4 is The Devil's Ugly Face. This one starts out with a guitar solo that builds into the not so fast verse until the double bass drum comes in, and then all hell breaks loose. Song number 5 is called A Good Day to Die. This one starts out with a clean electric guitar intro with an acoustic guitar also, which is really cool, very intricate, very eerie. The best things on this song are the clean electric guitar intro with the acoustic guitar added to it, which is really cool. It also has a very heavy riff I enjoy, and an unexpected growl on the chorus that's really cool, very unexpected, very awesome. I really enjoy the double track, very hard pan vocals at the end as well. Really cool stuff. Now, song number 6 is the title track, I versus I, and it's a very serious contender as my favorite song on the album. I really enjoy the drumming. There's a lot of multiple changes in pace on the drumming. You know, it gets syncopated, that it's double tempo, half tempo, normal tempo. It's really cool stuff. It's always changing and evolving. I also really dig that I versus I part. And on this song, we also get the most melodic guitar solo on the whole album, which I really enjoyed. Really cool song. Now track number 7 is called We Ignite. This one also has a very slow, heavy intro. This song is mainly a mid-tempo, drum-heavy song. Right up to until after the second chorus where it really takes off. And then right after that there's a slow bridge into the solo. And then it gets fast again. Now song number 8 is called Watchdogs, and this is the longest song on the album by far at 7 minutes and 2 seconds. It starts out with a clean guitar, you know, playing chords and simple melody. It's definitely the ballad of the album. Right up to before the first solo where it gets heavy, and it remains heavy throughout the rest of the song. Right up until the outro where it ends as it began, soft and slow. Definitely the epic song on the album. Now at this point we're almost done. This is song number 9 and it's called Love on the Rocks. And this is a Neil Diamond cover song. A dear song to both Eric and Robbie that started out as a joke and ended up being one of the most awesome songs on the album. I really like the string arrangements they added to the song. Really cool. And thus we get to the last song on the album, Into the Dark. This is the thrashiest song on the album and it's one of my top 3 songs on the album. I'm still not sure which one is my favorite. Probably the title track, but not 100% of that. I mean, Gunpoint, I would probably go with that one. But man, this song is awesome. This one is heavy and this one is fast. I love the guitar riffing and the bass drumming is sick. He's playing 6 doublets on that bad boy. That's fast. Now the song does slow down during the verses and the choruses, but it's not really slow at any point of the song. It's just not as thrashy as it is in the beginning and the end, and also during the solo instrumental breaks. Really cool stuff. Anyway guys, all in all, great album. Go check it out. It's available on every streaming platform. I'll link to them in the description box below. Anyway guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to show I vs. I some love. I will link to them in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like, comment if you haven't yet. And if you really want to help the channel out big time, make sure you go visit my Patreon. A little goes a long way. We surely do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Pat out, metal on, dudes.